please work? Oh no.
I don't know him. Go alone.
Flamingo.
I don't know him.
No, you chose him.
Oh yeah, that's my new safe word. Flamingo.
I did
Yeah.
notice someone moved in down the hallway from me, like right by the elevator. They have a flamingo outside their front door in the apartment hallway. I thought about going over and trying to see if I can get a cameo with it.
Is it as cute as ours?
It's almost exactly like yours, except for it's like silver instead of pink.
I'm gonna say, is it as pink as hers?
Oh my god.
I've only seen her beaver, not the flamingo.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We do have a beaver also. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Pod Off the Press.
Welcome to Pod Off the
If
Press.
you're just joining us, you're missing out on all the inside jokes. And yes, we have a flamingo and a beaver. And I'm not talking about the wife. Ugh. Anyway.
At least not right now.
No!
Whoa!
What a
No.
country, what a country. High five. Yakko Smirnoff, 1987.
You fuck my family.
Take my wife, please. All right.
So, welcome back to good old Plot Off the Press. Today we're feeling frisky today. Doing two courtroom movies, starting with The Rainmaker. It's actually filmed in our hometown. I was kind of surprised going through this one. Normally, when they're filmed in Memphis, they're not really in Memphis. This one's
Correct.
I recognized quite a few derelict areas that were close to my heart.
Yeah. Much like The Firm was, and then after that, they just said, "Fuck all this shit."
Yeah, we're not
They're
doing
like,
Memphis.
get us out of here.
Yeah.
So Rainmaker, Francis Ford Coppola,
Yes.
7.2 out of 10, 1997.
7, right? It's 97?
Yeah.
Matt Damon was
97.
a baby.
Matt Damon was very young, and this was back when Danny DeVito wasn't so crazy.
You know, he was. He just wasn't.
He was hiding it better.
He wasn't
was hiding.
publicly.
Or he had, a better publicist.
Well, he had Carla.
They cover all that stuff. Just like Tom Cruise's.
Yeah, Carla from Cheers. That was his wife.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she was
They were married for a long time.
a long time. And
Until,
she was
the last couple of years, actually.
No, for fucking probably 2 decades.
He was fun in this movie.
He was. So I'm going to kick it off here. It's a 7.2 out of 10. I'm going to give this one a 7.5. I enjoy it.
Same.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's fun to watch. If you haven't seen it, you most certainly should watch it. I do like I said, normally I hate movies that are quote unquote filmed in Memphis. Like Memphis Beat was the worst TV show on the planet.
Well, they filmed it in fucking New Orleans also. But he was also, at night, he was a detective by day. Fuck you. You don't really have a schedule if you're a detective or a homicide detective. And then also, he was an Elvis fucking impersonator at night. Go fuck yourself, okay? Like, to be honest with you.
And I really loved that this movie did not bring up any Elvis shit almost not that I noticed at all.
Not at all.
From Memphis. Not even close to be my favorite artist. Elvis, you.
Same.
You.
Not even close to being my favorite
There you
artist.
You know, everyone thinks that.
But hey, if you're going back to the show you're talking about, though, if he was a homicide detective in Memphis, he wouldn't have time for a second job.
That's what exactly.
All murder all the time.
I think the only thing that we could probably agree with from being from Memphis, and probably the only thing, is that we love the systemic racism and then also the barbecue. Other than that, I don't give a fuck about the Blues, really, or
3-6 Mafia.
Well, okay, there you go. 3-6
We all love
Mafia.
3-6 Mafia.
I'll
Mafia.
take
Mafia.
that. Elvis. I mean, don't get me wrong. Respect, love, but don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, what else is there that we even have? We only had the Grizzlies for 20 years, and they've never even
St.
won.
Jude. St. Jude.
What's it? Oh, St. Jude. You know what? You're right. St. Jude. St. Jude, FedEx.
St. Jude, FedEx, 3-6 Mafia, and barbecue.
Other than that, what else can we?
So we boiled it down. Memphis.
Boom.
So Carter, you say 7.5. What's your reasoning?
No, 7.5. What I like about this is, it's John Grisham book turned into a movie, and let's go ahead and throw that out. That book's always better. This is a pretty good movie. I like a lot.
But we also
think
know
I've read
that
this
you don't
book.
read, so you can't compare it.
Can't. There's a difference.
Can't or won't.
Literally, I can't.
I don't think I actually have read this one anyway.
Literally.
Hang on, Taylor, what were you saying?
Illiterate.
No, I'm an illegitimate flamingo son. That's what. No. Anyway,
That wasn't even funny. Do better.
Do better. Make better jokes.
Right?
Fuck you, flamingos. You're right. I wouldn't even try. I apologize. I just mailed that in. No, what I liked about this is that I do know a little bit about actual law and courtroom. Do
you want to know why?
We won't go into that, but okay.
He was engaged to a lawyer.
A litigator, get it to correct. Because she would ruin the second half of Law and Episode orders for me, because she would tell me about how, and this one still is, as much as it still is completely inaccurate, it was close enough to where watching it, it's like, oh, okay, well, that would be kind of about what you would do. And I do really like Danny Glover as the judge, help him out.
I do.
Because the judge more than likely would. But he would only let it go so far, and at times he didn't only let it go so far. But the movie itself, the only bad thing about this movie is the whole Claire Danes, Matt Damon relationship.
Okay, we're not there.
Okay, well, we'll get to that. But other than that, the movie itself is 7.5. It's very entertaining.
I did have 7.5 at first, and I crossed it out, and I gave it an 8 because even John Grisham said it's the best version of one of his books. He loves the movie. Like, he's like, it's so much like my book. Like, I just fucking love it. And that made me, of course, had to give it a little higher. Right? And Matt Damon looks amazing. Like, I mean, he's just a little young. Like, he's just great. And it's Memphis.
I'm over here trying to work on my better jokes. Fuck, what am I going to do?
Reevaluate your life. I don't know.
I need to.
It's a lost cause.
This is fucking terrible.
Noted. So that's why I had to go up a little bit. But, and also, like, who doesn't love an underdog story? Because, I mean, that's what this movie is. Like, you're rooting for the underdog.
Well, that's what makes Aaron Brockovich so good.
That's not what we're talking about.
I'm not so sure that he's the underdog.
But that's an underdog
Hang on, what?
story.
I'm not so sure he's the underdog.
How so?
Well, I mean, I would agree. It's a a no-name lawyer just past the bar that's facing all these super, high top lawyers.
They have to swear him
but
in.
he's got. Yeah, they swear him in.
I didn't even
in
know
his
what the fuck he's doing.
But that's what I'm saying though. The reasoning I say I'm not so sure he's completely the underdogs. Like that first meeting he goes to where they do the depositions in Cleveland. Is it Cleveland? Yeah. He knows everything he's supposed to be doing, and he talks up, and he doesn't take any of the bullshit from the guys. He catches them a couple times when he's taking notes in chambers with the with the judge, and he's playing dumb almost.
Well, it's also he's been coached up from somebody other than him. He didn't go in there knowing that was going to be what they're going to do.
But
Danny
also,
DeVito and was it Bruiser or is it Basher? Bruiser. I don't.
Mickey Rourke,
Which is he's just the 5 fucking minutes, if that he's in this movie. He's fucking great. I mean, just with the cufflinks and the fucking gold watch, still sitting on the beach in the fucking Bahamas with a fucking button-down Oxford shirt and gold shades and shit on.
What?
Like he's fucking awesome.
What I thought was funny, if you didn't notice, Chief Brody is also in this movie. Chief Brody from Jaws.
Oh yeah. Roy.
We talked about it.
Roy, no, he's the head of Great Benefits, and he wears that goofy sweater vest thing that he has on.
But I'm gonna go back.
I was like, holy shit, is that Chief Brody?
Look, that's just Francis Ford Coppola just pulling somebody in out of nowhere right there. It's like, hey, remember when you were in Sequest and/or Blue Thunder? Yeah. Well, you remember you were in Jaws? You might be a pretty good actor. Come on, from the like late mid 70s. What are you saying?
I was just saying, going back to Taylor's comment about like he didn't know like what he was doing and went to that deposition or whatever. Well, yeah, you're from Memphis. Fucking fake it till you make it. You're not gonna act like a little soft ass going into something.
Little soft ass.
I'm just saying,
even though he's supposedly from fucking Boston, who hangs out of MIT and solves fucking riddles at night.
Different movie. Don't go there.
Sorry, never mind.
I'm just saying, like the Memphis mentality.
Thinking that's
it's not your
the
fault.
Memphis mentality. That's how you got to do things.
Memphis mentality.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, I love that. That should be a T-shirt. Memphis mentality.
Mm-hmm.
Let's tell Travis.
You got to spell it wrong though.
Or have like a backward. I don't know.
Mentality
Something.
Memphis hardcore bitches.
Travis can make this shirt.
All right, so let's jump down. Who's our favorite character?
Tan Sound.
Yep, that's what I have as well.
I mean,
me too.
You gotta love a little guy.
That's aside from he's
what he lacks in height, he makes up for with his quirky attitude.
Well, first off, he's the only funny character really in the movie.
True.
But also how he's so on the line, but also so shady. Like he just bounces back and forth. He's like, well, Bruiser would do this, but I mean, like when you first really meet him and Matt Damon's there, the guy's in the whole body cast, and he's like, okay, so Matt Damon, let's go this way. Oh, by the way, here's my card, and he puts the 1-2 fingers that the guy can use. His card is like, hey, call me. I can get you, I can get you some money.
No, he puts a pin there and makes him sign it.
Yeah,
whatever. Okay, I was close to it. I apologize.
No, he went ahead and signed it.
But yeah, like,
and Matt Damon's like, doop, and hits one of the things, and the guy's like, ah.
That's what's so. Yeah, there you go.
That's what happened.
That's what's.
He falls asleep a lot while we watch movies.
Oh, Lord,
he does.
I apologize. I didn't remember the scene exactly.
But yeah, he got him to sign it because you know what? Little guy's a closer.
I thought that was the room before he went into the room with Matt Damon. I thought he was doing that before, but never mind. Maybe I just imagined it. Okay, sorry.
So, what about the favorite scene though? Because I think we all agree on Danny DeVito. I think for me, favorite scenes probably got to be when they're screwing around with them on the phone because they know their phone's tapped.
Beautiful.
That was funny.
Either that or the fight scene in the house with the boy or with the husband guy. But we'll talk about that in a minute with some plot holes.
I was thinking maybe the verdict being the favorite scene. Like you don't know how the jury's going to go, and then the first thing that they say is like $50,000 or whatever, $100,000, and it's like fuck, and they're like, oh, but da 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 da, $50 million or whatever it was, and it's like woohoo, and you're just excited, for everybody.
Yeah,
I hate somebody had to die for that, but
For me, with this movie is that that a 7.5. That's for us. That's a pretty high rating.
Mm-hmm.
I do like when Matt Damon either gets the evidence put in that Bruiser said that he's like, well, I didn't steal it, but it was stolen, and that gets put in. I like the scenes when he makes
when he's
John,
late?
when he makes John Voight look bad. That or when he destroys Roy Schreiber on the stand with a little
And John
sweater.
Voight, he's always an asshole in everything.
He's not always an asshole, but
yeah, he is. What movie is he a good guy?
Hold on, we're Midnight Cowboy. Anyway,
National Treasure.
there you go, done.
We're gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
What I really like is the scene I really like is that once
I like that Taylor likes my jokes.
Robert Dean Hole, the coffin guy, the guy from Quantum Leap. The first judge.
Oh, you talking about
died of lung cancer?
Yeah, the original judge.
That scene where it's Danny Glover.
Yeah, isn't he also in? He's in a couple like Stephen King movies too, right? Like, isn't he in Langoliers?
I can't recall. I can tell you the last time I've seen Langoliers, but he's also in some other movie where he plays like a fucking 4-star admiral or some shit.
Dean Stockwell.
I think he's in Airplane for sure, which is a completely silly movie. But he's in
Quantum Leap, Dune.
There you go. But he's
trying to see what else.
He's in quite a bit of stuff. I really like the scene where they all show up and Matt Damon's there, and he's just him by himself, and John Voight has his fucking 8 other fucking lawyers with him, and Danny Glover's there going, well, we'll throw in that out, and motion to dismiss, denied, and whatever. Like, it pulls the movie together because it's like, all right, so now Matt Damon has a chance, even though that probably wouldn't really happen. But I really like that because Danny Glover obviously could give a fuck about John Voight, but the way he just kind of puts him in his place like 4 or 5 times in that one little scene, even though trying to take up for Matt Damon, but he does make Matt Damon work for it. But I really like that scene. I thought that set the tone after about 45 minutes of the movie for the next hour and 30 minutes of how it was going to be. I really enjoyed
that. Casey, what about you? Favorite scene?
I already said The Verdict. Yep.
Oh, The Verdict. Okay.
I do have a recast.
What about the cast? Are we changing some people out?
Because I looked at the ages. Okay. Because I was just looking at somebody else for Claire Danes. She's all right, I guess. But who else do you think would play a great part of a battered wife who's also the same age as her?
Kanye West.
Tara Reid. She looks like somebody that somebody might want to beat up.
Ashley Judd.
Ooh, easy along came a spider. Or in Heat, or in...
And this is when Tara Reid was like...
Tara Reid wasn't until like 99. I said weed. Tara Reid. No,
it could work.
But she hates Claire Danes for some
I don't hate her. I just don't love her. I mean, she's all right. Is she my favorite? No.
She's so young. She's really.
I think you could have done this whole movie without. I think you could have done the whole movie without Claire Danes in it, without that whole character in it.
Earlier.
And then I didn't realize who her husband was, and I looked it up, and I was like, "That was Andrew Shue."
I don't even know what that means.
From Melrose Place.
I don't even know what that means.
Oh my god.
Oh, what?
Well, anyway, he was somebody I recognized. What you got?
What about you? You recast anybody or what?
I don't have anybody this time. Claire Danes, like I said, I had thought about Winona Ryder. I thought about um, Ashley Judd, but
I mean, yeah,
it doesn't
honestly,
work.
you could have cut the whole thing out.
I think Matt Damon could be changed out. I just couldn't come up with a
Ben
good
Affleck.
person to put in there.
Paul Rudd. You hate Paul Rudd? How the fuck do you hate? Nobody hates fucking Paul Rudd.
You hate Tom Cruise. You don't hate Paul Rudd.
But Paul Rudd at
you know why he hates Paul Rudd? Because Paul Rudd
age,
doesn't age.
At that age, Paul Rudd would have been. I think he'd be perfect. Even though Matt Damon is perfect, but I mean, like,
I think it's a totally different. First off, I don't believe Paul Rudd could have done the Southern accent. Number two, Paul Rudd does this whole the word vomit thing, like la da 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 da. I don't think this role calls for that.
I'm with you. I don't know how old Matt Damon is.
All right. Matt Damon was born in
Just
1970.
What's his name? Vince Vaughn would have been good in it too, but it's the same thing. He does that the word vomit thing.
All right, then let's go different. Let's go Canadian. Brendan Fraser.
I don't love it.
Because you got him before he gets like mummy goofy. He's still like just out of school ties, which I think Matt Damon's also in.
What was he doing in 97? Would have been right around the first Mummy.
I thought it was 98, 99. And the second one was.
You know who's about the same age?
Yeah, it was 99.
My boy Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, 97. He was
Southern.
He was doing George of the Jungle. He was doing George of the Jungle.
The only other thing I would like to have seen is, even though as much as I loved him, but John Voight for Pete Pascalowinski. Okay, I can't say his name. It's going to be fucking terrible. I'm butchering it. Jurassic Park 2. Excuse me. Jurassic Park 2. The town. The florist. Usual Suspects. The guy that is Kaiser Sose's associate. You know who the fuck I'm talking about. Look up Jurassic Park 2. He's Pete.
Yeah, give me a second.
Postal Gabariti, whatever.
That's the Lost World, right?
Yeah,
that's the Lost World.
Oh,
no, Roland Tembo.
It's Pete, whatever the bounty hunter in.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, his name in the movie is Roland Tembo.
Pete. Look at it. That's 15 consonants.
Yeah, he plays a friar in Dragonheart.
It was Sean Connery and Dennis Quaid. Yeah, I thought he had been really. I thought from Danny Glover's. I just thought he would have been. Or did I say John Voight? Either or.
Well, you know who can do a Southern accent, and they're only a couple years apart. For Matt Damon.
Who?
Matthew McConaughey.
He did A Time to Kill, so I didn't want to put him in there because that's another John Grisham.
Well, and I was thinking about Keanu too, but Keanu he had done Devil's Advocate and
he would have known
that other
Kung
stuff
Fu
at the same
by
time.
then, brother. I mean, come on.
Oh my.
Kung Fu. I mean, I guess you could actually trade out the villains here and put Gene Hackman in for John Claude.
Easily. Yeah, either or. Because, the next movie, easily.
Okay. I mean, Francis Ford Coppola, obviously one of the better directors out there. All right,
so what are the bad couple of movies?
We're talking about this movie.
Yeah. I mean,
Francis?
Why are we getting off topic?
Well, we're talking director. There's always director comments. So, is Dracula a bad movie that he did? I like Dracula.
No.
The Outsiders. It's a bad movie.
I'm looking. Is this the same Supernova? Yeah, Supernova.
Oh, that's a fucking awful movie. Oh, awful movie.
Yeah. So it says director uncredited, Francis Ford Coppola.
I would go that.
Is that the one where they have the little thing that like emits radiation or something?
Yeah, in Supernova, no, Supernova is like they take on like this passenger that's unconscious. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's exactly
yeah.
That's exactly the one I'm talking about. Yeah, it's a terrible movie.
Yeah,
4.8. Holy shit. So he did all the
which the
Godfather.
The third
ones
one's
are obviously good.
Trash. Sorry, Francis. Sorry, it's trash. Apocalypse Now, which we'll get into another time. I think Apocalypse Now is way overrated. I thought Oliver Stone did a way better job in Platoon and doing the Vietnam War, but
I didn't like Jack.
Hold on, which one?
He directed Jack with Robin Williams.
That's what I know, because that movie's dead to me. That crap.
Yeah, that's a bad movie.
That is a money grab right there, easily.
But yeah, I mean, other than that, he's dead, isn't he?
I don't think so.
Who?
Coppola.
Oh, no.
And he was fucking old in the 70s, so he's got to be a fucking pushing 100. And he is obviously Sophie Coppola's father and Nicolas Cage's.
He was born in 1939,
I believe. Yeah, so something like that. But
yeah, so his next movie
is he directing it or is he just producing it?
Director, and he's writing the screenplay.
Okay, well.
But look at this cast note, though. Adam Driver, John Voight, Lawrence Fishburne, Forrest Whitaker, and Natalie Emanuel.
All right, well.
We'll see. Maybe he'll die before it gets done.
I don't know who Natalie.
So let's jump down to comments and plot holes. I want to start with a plot hole. Let's talk about this fight that they have in
where
this lady's house, where
no one gets convicted of a murder.
Huh?
I have that right.
Nobody gets convicted of the murder.
Trial, nothing.
He hits him, but he's not dead. He's not dead.
Yes.
So when he leaves, does she finish the job? When he starts attacking Matt Damon's just sitting there taking all these punches, like not even fighting back for like a good while. And then on top of all this, he pulls down the
refrigerator
from the kitchen. Like this whole cabinet. Well, the refrigerator thing, I can kind of, you can tip that over maybe, but the whole like row of cabinets over the bar, down on top of Matt Damon, no way, don't believe it. And two, like I'm not a wife beater.
Wait till you get one.
And I'm not violent.
Bitch, please.
Well, there's more than one form of beating.
He meant with his dick. Okay. Sorry. Don't do it like that, man. That means you finished too early.
Well, I got off. But no, like, how are you so angry that you're just gonna kill some woman and a dude? You're gonna walk in this house with this bat and just be like, okay, I'm gonna kill both of you.
Well, then you have all that stuff after too. Like the cops are there, his family's like yelling at her, like, what happened?
What happened to the gun? What happened to the gun? Were there no fingerprints of Matt Damon in this whole house?
His family get there so fast because
they all live in the same trailer park.
They wouldn't trailer park, bitch.
Look like
Hey, shut your mouth, you stupid bitch.
That was Cleveland Street.
Yeah,
I was over there
100%.
off Hollywood.
Off Hollywood. Somebody knows Memphis.
Yeah.
I do.
Well,
I know that street very intimately.
Any street that's in a rap song, probably shouldn't drive on it. And Hollywood's in a few rap songs.
Well, I mean, I think
that's what I did. I probably did.
I think Chris
over 100
Rock
evictions on
like,
that street.
Years ago, about 20 years ago, it was like any MLK Boulevard that you're on in any city, you don't want to be on that.
Or any street that's named after a state.
Well, then
get the fuck off there.
Well, that's downtown here.
Noted. We know where we live.
But the other thing is that.
But seriously, though, going back to this, seriously,
seriously,
she doesn't have to go. Like, they don't arrest her. Like, he doesn't have to be her lawyer. Like, nothing.
Well, they take her down, and he pretends to be her lawyer. So at least before she incriminates herself. I mean,
I'm just saying, like, she didn't go to court
but
or
that's
anything.
The thing with this movie is that aside from him going out with her, the movie's really sound is good. That's the only thing that brings the rating down for the movie for me is because they always have to have a fucking love story and everything, and it's like you don't fucking have to have a love story. I mean, that's the way Taylor loved Passion of the Christ so much because there's no fucking love story. There's just straight Christian Jewish torture.
Okay.
Right? Because
it's the greatest love story ever told.
You just stop. Just stop.
What? I want to know.
Yeah.
I'm going to caution a stop there.
Come on.
Next.
I love fucking with him about this. Come on.
That's fine. For another time.
Fine. He's not going to cry, but other people will.
I
haven't seen Taylor cry in a long time.
I've never seen him cry ever.
I'm kidding.
And I saw him get shot once. The fuck are you talking about crying?
Taylor and I have a different relationship than you do. I'm making it up. I'm trying to make him feel bad.
It's not. I think you're not going to make me feel bad.
I cried at one of the Christmas parties one time. I guess other than that, the rest of it, you just take it for what it is. They stay in very shady parts of Memphis that I would not suggest anyone to stay in. I do like that Bruiser's office. I don't know if you noticed, is over on Airways.
That was the one by the strip club, right?
They do Danny's. It's it's not there anymore, but yeah, when they are in the parking lot of Danny's, when they shot this, the better strip club was Platinum Plus, which you thought Danny's was bad. Danny's was the original.
Is Danny's the Gold Club?
No. Danny's, you don't want to go there where it is, but Danny's.
That was really the name of it?
Yeah, Danny's. And I can't remember.
No, it's the one. Like if you were driving on 240 or to get back on 240 from the airport, there used to be a sign up there for strip club, right out there.
I guess I thought it was the Gold Club.
It's near where Tiffany's Cabaret is now, but Danny's was the original, and Platinum Plus.
Ooh, Platinum was amazing.
In blue. Okay. The Rolling Stones song Honky Tonk Women. I met a Jinso barroom queen in Memphis. She went upstairs, she blew my nose, and then she blew my mind. That means that they went to the private room, they did some coke, and then she fucking probably fucked Mick Jagger or at least sucked his dick. I don't know for a fact. I'm not Mick Jagger. Not disparaging you, Mick, but we had world famous in this hemisphere strip clubs in Memphis. Again, because my boss is from New York, and people would fly down from New York because Platinum Plus had a VIP room, and boy, you could get whatever the fuck you wanted to. And I mean, on a Tuesday night at fucking 8 o'clock, if you wanted to.
Well, that was
8 a.m.
Well, that was also back when the Coliseum was really rocking. You look at some of the old the concert lineups for the Coliseum in Memphis. I mean, it was nuts. I saw 1 week in the 80s they had like Journey, then Queen came through, the Rolling Stones, and somebody else, like all like within 3 weeks of each other. I was that sounds incredible.
When they got done, they were going over to fucking Danny's or fucking Platinum Plus. Either or, because I mean,
I used to go to Platinum when I was 17 because they let us get in. Like, we didn't do any. Like, they let us go in there and we could just drink. The weirdest part, though, the bathrooms. You had to go to the bathroom. Like, the strippers are in there getting ready. That was weird.
Cucumber melon.
Oh, 100%.
Cucumber melon body lotion.
Like, I walked in the bathroom and I was like, oh, am I not supposed to be in here? And they're like, come on, girl. And I was like, oh,
glitter.
Okay.
And then other fun fact is that they would squat down and get all their queefs out before they got on stage.
I never saw that in the bathroom.
Yeah, I know that's a lot of the last person line.
Hey, when you're 17, like, trying to like go somewhere to have drinks.
I was like, huh. I was just thinking about that. Kind of makes sense. I don't know.
And that's a nice way of saying it.
All right. So, any other comments on Rainmaker?
The nice way of saying the Rainmaker.
Ugh.
Okay. Is that thunder? Is that thunder? Nope, that's a queef.
I still don't know how.
I hope it's not wet. It better not be wet.
Because the legislature around here finally got too indoctrinated with religion, and smartly, because they won't allow hookerism, not even prostitution. It was hookerism. There's a difference. Prostitution is regulated. Hookerism is what we had.
Okay, don't get up and let the dog out. We're finishing. We're closing out. All right. So thank you for joining us here on Plot Off the Press. I think we're done, at least with this movie. Definitely go watch it. Definitely go watch it.
Wow.
And read up on the Memphis Strip.
Oh my gosh, it was so fun. It was like being at the club.
I never forget.
Before I could go to the club.
You know how there's always that one guy that's like, oh, I think she really likes me. I never forget.
Oh my God,
Eric,
this again.
His last name started with M, and he had probably $300 or $400 in his wallet. I know because we worked all weekend long, and he goes, just take out of here what you think you should take. I love you. Came home with $0 because he came out and was like, I have no money left. And I was like, what'd you do? And he goes, you don't even want to know. And the next day he told me, he's like, you're a fucking idiot. But I'm assuming that he came really hard. And thank you for joining us on Plot Off the Press. I hope you came really hard on this episode, or if not,
yeah.
Didn't get close. I'll keep